my God. It's another episode of the Fool's Gold podcast. Introductions are getting skipped this week. Y'all know who the fuck we are. And it's going to be a hard episode to kind of do because news and topics and bullshit and the shit talking we usually do just seems irrelevant in light of the major news story this week, which is the situation unfolding in Ukraine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we are not the guys to talk to about foreign affairs and geopolitics and all that other nonsense. We don't claim to know it. We're not gonna hop on the podcast talking like these white bitches on Twitter and these other motherfuckers on podcasts who try to tell y'all how to think about this shit. We don't know shit. We're some Americans who have a skewed point of view, but at the same time, I think I speak for all of us when I say that we're against the suffering of innocent people.
Oh yeah, big time.
For another man's self-gain and ego and greed. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter what the cause is. Doesn't matter where you are, who you are, skin tone. Doesn't matter. No one deserves that.
Right.
For another man's gain.
I'm seeing some sick shit because of that shit.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't even have topics written down for real because I know I got caught in a loophole. I don't know if that shit hit you guys as hard as it hit me, but I got caught in a loophole for hours just looking at this dark-ass shit unfolding.
I try to look away. Like, I acknowledge and I send my thoughts and prayers out, but I try not to, like, let myself get consumed by all of that.
Yeah. I'm just not, I don't know. I can't just ignore shit like that. I care genuinely about people, just in general. I say a lot of fucked up shit, but it's just jokes. I care a lot to the point where, it's hard for me to really carry on thinking about the shit that's going on. And I know shit happens all the time. I know people die every day in tragic ways, but I don't know, this shit just being kind of force-fed to us at this point. It's hard to look away. You know what I'm saying? But, it's all about love. It's all about peace. We promote that. And instead of trying to dissect the situation from our skewed point of view, we talk about, the things that humans could be capable of if we weren't going to war with each other or fighting each other or always in constant conflict for thousands of years. You know what I'm saying? And I bring this up being the Star Wars fan that I am. I always think about, like, living a life like Han Solo, you know what I'm saying? Just swinging throughout the universe. You know what I'm saying? Going to intergalactic bars on Coruscant and, you know what I'm saying, busting it to Tatooine for the weekend, doing whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if we weren't always at each other's throats, I feel like we'd be capable of doing a lot of cool shit.
But that would take a lot of self-reflection and putting yourself to the side in order to do that.
Yeah. It seems like human nature is against us.
There has to be a common goal, too.
Yeah.
It has to be a common goal, too.
It's got to be a common goal. And instead of everyone trying to, make the greatest war ensemble, if Russia wasn't doing their thing and the United States wasn't doing our thing, we're all just bordered up and looking within each other's borders, trying to do what we do to destroy one another. It's like if we all, as the human race, came together and put our minds together, I feel like we'd be capable of doing a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but, man, it's just we set it up in a way that we have to either be in competition or against somebody. We're the best country in the world.
Yeah,
all that propaganda
empire,
and shit like
the
that.
Dynasties. I mean, it's human nature. I mean,
in this particular situation, and it's kind of difficult. Like, I understand the difficulty of, like, what can we really do right now if there is the threat of potentially starting a nuclear war, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
we're kind of like walking on eggshells right now.
Yeah, no doubt.
Which sucks. It's a shitty ass. I don't know. But like you said, I don't know shit.
We really don't know shit. You know what I'm saying?
I've been trying to find out as much as possible that I can find out, but
I
CNN's
feel
a
for
source.
the people of the Ukraine and shit like that. Like,
you have to.
You have to as a human. Like, I feel y'all, but like you and Jess, like y'all really passionate about like not wanting these people, these innocent people, to just have their lives taken
right
in this violent way. And I'm like, I feel you, and I wish we could do something about it.
But at the same time,
can't really do shit about it.
Yeah, and I don't even want to go down this road because I'm not trying to be political, but I just feel like America doesn't do too well when we stick our nose in.
I know we talk
foreign
privately about
situations.
this shit in depth and stuff like that, but I'm just saying, like, most people feel like, y'all,
We're the only strong
a lot of
power
people
to do that, though.
We are.
What you say?
No.
I'm sorry to cut you off. Really, we're just the only strong power that would do anything about it. I mean, China's not gonna step in, I assume, because they're kind of like partially like allies in some form.
And
So
you
they're
don't
not
want
gonna-
to stepped on by them. But it's like, you and Jess, y'all feel the same as a lot of other people who would want to do something for these people and would hope that somebody would help these people. But it's like, fuck.
It's eggshells. And it's,
You
it's
really
different than tribes throwing rocks at each other. Like, we got nukes now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's people's lives on the lines. It's people's children that got to go out
Yeah.
and enact these things that you want them to enact.
You know what I'm saying? And it's times like these that you just gotta be grateful for
Yeah.
all that you got. The three of us have to be grateful for the lives we live
Oh, yeah.
and how blessed the three of us are. You know what I'm saying? We all got our own personal struggles.
I'm
And,
super grateful.
but I mean, being an American in times like these is a blessing. There's a lot of shit we don't have to deal with. Our stresses are very minuscule compared to those
Oh, yeah.
worldwide really struggling.
Yeah.
And, but with all that said, I mean, everything could just end. You know what I'm saying? Faster than we can even say bye to each other. I mean, if everyone just hits the button, we'd be gone in an instant.
Yeah, and they wouldn't give a fuck because it's like, hey, y'all wanted to play this game.
The only person that wants to do that is Putin, though, right? Seems like.
Yeah.
Putin's like trying to see how far he can get with shit. I feel like
Yeah.
that's how it seems.
You know.
Don't poke the bear.
I was gonna say I ain't even trying to
But
speak my piece on it, but
I don't know what happened today. I didn't keep up today, like with any updates. But wasn't Ukraine winning? Like they
yeah,
fought back.
they're fighting. They're over there fighting, bro.
And
That's all you can do.
And shout out to them, man, because
the
they're kind of
Russian-
on their own for this one.
That's
like
fucked
the Russian
up.
military was kind of brainwashed. Well, not brainwashed, but like the idea that they would just be able to go to Sweden or not fucking Sweden. What the fuck am I talking about?
That's next.
Ukraine, yeah, it was an accident. To go into Ukraine and
Just bully them.
just do whatever they wanted, and they wouldn't do anything back.
Yeah,
They like nah.
but at the same time, looking at social media and that it alone is a wild concept. Just like times of extreme war in the social media age, being able to see, personal accounts and people our age, people, what I'm saying, similar people who are like there experiencing the shit. It really makes you feel it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You see a young kid out there defending a bridge
Yeah.
by himself just because he knows that his family is on the other side of that bridge. You know what I'm saying?
Motherfucker was just riding the bike. You saw the video.
I saw a lot of videos, but yeah.
Bro, it's just fucked up, bro.
I didn't see none of that shit.
And most,
And thankfully,
like,
I'm not on social media, so I don't got to see all the.
like,
I see what I want to see, I guess, basically.
Yeah, TikTok really had a lot. Had a lot. And what I loved seeing, you know what I'm saying? Because us in America, I feel like we're skewed to view everything in a certain point of view.
Right.
And that's why it's hard for me to sit here and act like I know what I'm talking about, because the rest of the world might have a different perspective on it.
mm-hmm.
And I might just sound like an ignorant American.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the media here tries to sway us in a certain direction. In the same way, probably elsewhere in the world, everyone's media tries to sway them.
Right.
Everyone's education system tries to sway them into believing something.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know what I'm saying? Seeing, like, protesters in Russia, you know what I'm saying? Like, the streets in Russia filled with people who don't want war.
right.
And seeing the Russian tennis player, you know what I'm saying, win his match and then sign "No War, Please" on the camera.
Yeah.
And, just Russians all across the world kind of speak out against it. You know what I'm saying? And
It's kind of tough to be a Russian right now.
it's kind of tough to be a Russian. But at the same time, I love seeing that because it makes me feel less like y'all just enemies. It's like y'all really just people, and y'all really don't have say in this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's wild because protesting in Russia is different than protesting in America.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Well, yeah, they're saying if you protest, it's like a felony and shit over there.
yeah, I mean, people. I
That's
mean,
crazy,
they
bro.
face a lot of severe consequences that
Yeah, like
us in
anti-war
America.
protester.
Yeah, I mean, if you say some shit about Putin, bro, it might be the last thing you say over there.
But I mean, they could form a coup d'état. You never know. That was some predictions I was seeing on like Reddit and stuff. They're just like, yeah,
Bro, that Russian government don't want smoke with them Russian hillbillies.
Bro, them niggas be in that
That's a
deep
different-
frozen
that's a
water
different type of
shooting
white
fire
person, bro.
arrows, bro. Them niggas
the
play
ones
them
that fight
games.
bears and shit.
Bro, them Khabibs, bro, they roll up to Moscow.
Put niggas in headlocks.
Just the army of Khabibs.
Bro, they don't want that smoke, bro. But that's just like, man, the whole world, like the world in just days just started doing something outside of its norm that we haven't had to deal with since what?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't even remember the war in Afghanistan or nothing like that.
I mean, my brother was in
We were
Afghanistan,
children, yeah.
but
I didn't have social media to be informed like I have now.
no one had social media in the degree that we have it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, I come from a military family. I have a lot of family who was in Afghanistan and Korea, and so I come from that kind of viewpoint. I know that it's fucked up, and you know that's why a part of me is happy that we aren't sending American troops over to Ukraine to fight, because I mean, we don't need to be the world's police. I mean, we do need to help our own people, and I'm seeing Americans die. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say for no reason, but I mean just for reasons that don't really fit our needs here in America, because we're not a set in stone country. We're not perfect. There's a lot. I mean, Flint's going on 7-8 years without clean water. There's a lot of shit we need to fix here before we go out and make sure everyone else is cool. So seeing the young men and women of America going overseas and dying for, like I said, another man's self-gain and greed. It's just,
and it's not a lot of
not what you wanna
motherfuckers
see.
that's like super willing to participate. Like, sure, most of our troops are probably those diehard troops. Like, I want to serve my country, I want to serve and protect and shit like that. But some of them motherfuckers definitely only, you know, in that shit just because it was like a last ditch effort.
yeah.
You know, or
The
monetary
benefits.
gain, the benefits, you
Yeah.
know, shit like that. Like, didn't expect no type of,
Right.
you know,
I mean, that's real life, bro. There's probably Russian soldiers.
who don't feel that same way. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. And it's just like, bro, I don't want to.
What I did love seeing is the mayor of Kiev. I think it's how it's said.
Or some of that sort.
Kiev, the capital of Ukraine, formerly the capital of the entire Soviet Union. Man,
That
he's
shit's
going to
gonna
war
be
with his
ready
bottle.
soon. Yeah, it's gonna be ready soon. I'm gonna be able to drink my drink. It's gonna be ready.
But
soon.
the mayor of Kiev, lacing them up, going to war. America said we can evac you. He said, I need ammunition, not a ride.
That's some gangster shit.
That's some gangster shit.
That's some gangster shit, and that's some tragic shit. Cause why the fuck is a mayor running the fade against soldiers and shit like that?
But I mean, America wouldn't be America if George Washington wasn't out there
Thugging it, but
thugging.
it's just like, why can't, like, we got militaries and shit for a reason. Soldiers, people that sign up to go and fight and protect and serve our
Yeah,
country.
but I mean,
Why we can't just run the fade, soldiers versus soldier?
but not everyone in America, bro. Like, they giving guns to civilians. Like, it's different. They don't just got the greatest army in the world, the deepest military in the world. I mean, they're trying to scrap together what they can,
Bro,
and fight this fight, and they're holding up. But
best of 5 phase, soldier versus soldiers, bro. Come on now. You bring your highest rank, I bring my highest rank.
it should just be like a one-on-one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Each country send their best,
I
just
don't know what the
one-on-one.
highest rank in Marines is, but bring that nigga versus the highest
craziest
rank.
Green Beret
Yeah.
in America, just 1v1, scrap it up to the death.
Run a fade.
That'd be wild.
Whoever wins, and we, you know, tally it up like that. Make it fair. Innocent people shouldn't have to fucking run the fade
Yeah.
Like obesity rates be high and shit.
But this is similar to like what I've always said about the Olympics, that it shouldn't just be like every country sending a bunch of specialized athletes for one event. They should just send like a group of like 5 to 10 athletes who do every event.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that would be hard because you'd be able to like really like cheer for one dude or a couple guys, and it's just like, this guy's, I want to see how he does in this event. You know what I'm saying? It'd be wild to really see shit unfold like that. Like the dude got to do track, he got to go swim, he got javelin.
Yeah.
All these events, the same group of people got to go do them all and duke it out like that. And we sending hundreds of people to go do this shit. Everyone do one thing. It's like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah. That'll make it more fair, to be honest.
It would be more entertaining.
Yeah.
And from my perspective, I feel like I could maybe be in the Olympics if that's the game.
That'll give us, yeah.
Because like I feel like I'm a pretty great all around athlete, but like I'm not great at any one thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just cocky as a son of a bitch. I feel like I could be in the Olympics.
See, yeah, like let's get your cockiest fucking American versus your cockiest Japanese man. See what they do in the motherfucking 40-meter dash or whatever the fuck that shit is. I like that idea.
It would be entertaining.
Cause bro, I feel like being able to like hone in on one sport or one thing for your whole life and then go to the big stage, it's kind of like, damn. What about all them other motherfuckers that probably like better than you but just don't got that time like you do and them resources?
Facts.
I know some niggas in the hood faster than you Usain Bolt.
I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that.
You get a German Shepherd or a Pit Bull on the loose, them niggas run faster than the speed of light.
Me in a hotel hallway. Dust. You saying?
Dust, nigga.
But
Bro, what? Now that I think about it, yeah. Why don't we put you in a small enclosure and see how fast you run in this tiny room?
I'm honestly not that fast.
Bro,
I'm quick. I'm quick off the line, but you saying got them strides, boy.
imagine the fucking, what's that drill in football where they get up off the floor and run into each other?
It depends. We called it my house.
My house.
So I mean, we called it my house because they would set up 4 cones, like a box, and you kind of have like your helmet where like the line on the cones are, and you guys are both kind of outside the box, and then you both get up and try to manhandle the other one out the box.
Okay. Omaha's, yeah. My house, Omaha's, yeah.
I don't think that's Omaha's.
You don't think so?
What is it called?
Omaha's is like a running drill.
No, because I remember watching it in practice, and these dudes like ran. Like, is it you lay down and you run back around, and you guys like come and bump into each other? Or are we talking about
bump into each other?
Well,
Omaha's.
What do you want to call it?
is fucking try to kill each other.
Well, yeah, and one of the niggas got hurt, and they had to call the ambulance.
Yeah.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma is
There
not
you go.
Omaha's. Yeah,
There you go.
Oklahoma. I was close.
You were close.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of
One
Peyton
of them
Manning.
O's.
But yeah, my house was lit in my football experience because it's like, you know what I'm saying? The winner moves on, the loser, and it's just a line of dudes trying to take you out your house.
Yeah.
And every time you win, you're just like, my house. And it's just hard, bro.
Just intense.
I remember being like a littler dude growing up, and just one time I ran the whole line.
Oh, wow.
And that was epic, bro. I was like, it's fucking my house.
I would let my nuts swing. Nobody could say anything to me that whole week in practice.
I mean, I got my ass kicked in my house a lot. But, I mean, everyone did. It's part of football.
I know, I would have.
Never played.
I mean, you know.
My mama cared about me.
That's true. I remember always trying to tell you to play football, and you're like, no.
My mom's not fucking with it.
Football is the greatest game ever created.
Oh, yeah, soccer. You right. My fault, bro. I'm tripping. I'm thinking you talking about that
your
American bullshit.
Yeah. Was that your phone?
Yeah. That's why I linked up there. But, yeah. Soccer lit, too. Shout out to Champions League going on this week. Shout out to fucking... You know what I'm saying? I did have to get the heavy shit out the way. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to make jokes in light of... you know what I'm saying? The elephant in the room. But,
It seems unreal.
It seems unreal to us, but it's very real to a lot of people. And there was a whole part of me who didn't even want to do a pod this week because it doesn't seem right. But it's just my perspective that, you know, you got to keep shining.
Hey.
You got to keep giving people what they want, and that's, you know what I'm saying, we want to make people laugh.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying, entertain people, give people a good time, and you know what I'm saying, if the world go up in flames next week, we gave y'all another pod.
Yeah,
at the very least.
It just you know, that's how I'm feeling, and just show love. We there with you. We support y'all. You know, like
we're
at
blessed.
least give people
We're
that
blessed.
little glimmer
That's
of somebody give a fuck about you.
No doubt.
Like, it's a privilege to even be able to just sit here and do this.
Oh,
right. So why
comfort.
pass it?
It's
up?
one of the craziest privileges ever created,
Yeah.
ever thought of, ever conceived. I mean, there's people going to sleep real nervous right now.
Hey,
That's just
prayers up, man.
yeah. I don't even know.
Hear-
It's hard
hear-
to even
Hearing
wrap
bombs
your
and
mind around
sirens
it.
go off in the background, and trying to sleep. And meanwhile, 3 jackasses are in a fucking back room in front of a green screen and mics.
Like, do you think it's chaos over there though? Like, I mean, I would imagine
Yeah.
somewhat, but like,
Yeah.
I'm imagining if that was happening here, it would be like, for real, like, doomsday
Yeah,
for real.
I
type
would
shit.
be tripping out. I couldn't.
I don't think
probably
niggas would
wouldn't
just be like
comfortable.
trying to bunker up. I feel like people would just go out and be wilding or something. I don't know.
There's a
don't
lot of
fucking know.
white folks strapped the fuck up,
Yeah,
ready for that
them
day.
motherfuckers,
That's
yeah,
true.
Them motherfuckers just shooting back and shit. But it's
Hey,
just
bro,
like,
I mean, outside of the greatest military in the world, you get Crips, Bloods, Rednecks,
Yeah.
biker
Yo.
gangs.
You got some motherfuckers.
Just the
coming.
American militia could take a
can-
lot of countries.
You can get the cartel.
Bro.
I mean,
Oh, if
come
we're
on.
talking about America, yeah.
The Americas.
Hey, they would fight for us too. We support the whole co-op they got going on.
Yeah, we sell coke.
I mean, they out of business if America stopped doing drugs.
Literally.
Literally.
Damn.
So you know we
They
tied
really
in.
could come fuck shit up.
Bro, the cartel's wild, bro.
Yeah, they don't play no games.
I mean, the whole world works for America, and that's how blessed we are, because the whole world works for us.
But who does America work for?
Nobody. We work for the man at the top. You know what I'm saying? It's capitalism. Everyone's trying to get to the top. So it's just everyone's working for the man at the top until we get to the top.
Is it the man? Like, it's one man?
I mean, it's just a metaphorical.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get
metaphor.
you.
But I mean, there is a top of the pyramid.
Yeah,
At some point. But-
Brainstorm.
To my point, the whole world works for America. We literally consume everything, and the world produces everything. You know what I'm saying? Because we are just, I mean, more people in America die from obesity than starvation. Like that, this is a wild concept. We propped cartels up to the point where they are more powerful than the countries in South America that they belong to. You know what I'm saying? We got China polluted all to hell. Everyone's fucking working for pennies to the dollar because we want to have laptops and microphones and all sorts of shit. They make everything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and then just on the entertainment culture perspective, I mean, everyone is influenced by what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just the whole world works for us. They look at us. I mean, we are the modern day Rome.
Play it smart.
But you know what's wild? Because Pluto on 2/22/2022
On Tuesday?
on Tuesday, and that was today. Get it?
It was. Well, not. Yeah.
It was today.
Today?
You guys.
Are you saying like
Today.
It was Tuesday. Yeah, like Tuesday.
But it's just funnier to say it was today because it's not today.
It was the Tuesday.
But anyway,
It was the
anyway.
Tuesday.
That day, Pluto, it was New Year's on Pluto. It made its first trip around the sun since 1774.
What?
Which by the way, America was founded in 1776. So in the entire existence of America, Pluto has been making the same trip around the sun.
One time.
That's crazy.
So it completed it, and there's an old story saying that Rome fell on a Pluto New Year's.
Oh, that's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of spooky.
I thought that was kind of spooky because then 2 days later.
I know that we roam in this scenario, this modern day scenario. I mean, at least I think we are.
Bro,
But who knows?
I did not pay attention in history class.
I don't know shit about Rome.
Thank you, American school system,
Hey,
for
they
not
fell.
making me give a fuck enough.
They fell. They just the city now.
Just the city now.
But my point in saying all that is so we can you know what I'm saying, not get that off the table, but just air that out and get it off our chest.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can just say I fucking told y'all that Light Show Stafford was gonna get it done.
We're like 4 weeks
But
removed
I didn't
from this
have
bullshit.
the jersey that I bought off fucking these Cowboy
Craigslist.
fans who bet me and shit. You know, I was like, I'm taking all that money you bet me. I told them preseason. I'm buying a jersey. Here we are. Light Show Stafford. Got it done.
I'm not gonna lie. Why it ain't blue?
Because blue's my least favorite
why'd
color.
You go with the cream?
I like the cream. Blue's my least favorite color.
I hate people that don't like blue.
Yeah, blue's top 5, top 3.
You know what's crazy? Call me old fashioned, but
That why?
but blue is the newest color to the human eye. Like we have evolved to see blue.
What?
Like very
Where do you be
recently.
getting this kind of information
I'm a
from?
fucking weirdo. I know a lot about really irrelevant shit.
That's how I feel about Jess.
So like our eyes
She just knows
evolved
shit
to be
about
able to see
shit, and I'm
blue.
like, what you know
Right.
that
So
for?
like you like bulls in Spain, you know what I'm saying? They do that whole shit with the bulls in Spain, and they hold a red flag because that's the only color that they can see. Everything else is just gray, black, and white, and whatever shades of. But they hold the red flag, so they'll be like, "Oh, what's that over there? I'm gonna run at that," because they see that.
Right.
And
At
it
one
makes 'em
point-
mad.
At one point, that was the human eye, and then we evolved to see colors one at a time. Type blue is the newest color to the human eye.
It's the best color.
And what makes you think like how many colors are we still missing?
Probably a
And you don't even
diverse amount.
and
But
just for
women-
a
Well,
second,
people that do DMT say they see colors that
don't
they
exist.
have never seen.
That's wild.
Are they women though?
Well, it's been a
Women
plethora. It's
can
multiple
see a
people who
wider
have said
range
this.
of colors than men though.
They see that bullshit you come home with.
That's crazy.
Fuck it. No, but like try to like wrap your head around like what a new color would look like.
Yeah, it's really.
It's just a
difficult.
void in your head. Like
Yeah.
you can't
Like
even
I feel like
start.
I've seen all the colors that
Right.
I could perceive, like in every shade, every gradient. I don't know.
Anything else would be odd.
It's like try to think of the universe before the Big Bang.
That's like
Bro,
God
I-
dropping DLC.
Like that is
why
that's the most
I-
mind-boggling shit.
I
It's just
can't.
like what is nothing? Think of nothing. Like it's just such a void in your head and fucking rattles.
That's what
you.
I think
Well,
of when I
space
think
itself
nothing.
doesn't even make sense to me. That's why.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
dark matter and shit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro. If we weren't always
that
fighting
does
with each other,
ugly-
we could be
yeah.
out there.
We could be
Hitting
figuring
we
it
hyper
out.
definitely
speed.
are low frequency ass beings.
We are, bro.
sure.
We are fucking parasites, bro. We can't even make it off fucking Earth.
Some
But that's
fucking
because we
gremlins.
don't want to work together.
It's
Well-
human nature that we're working against. I've said this for a long time, and it sounds like a cocky ass bar, but I just feel like it is what it is. But like I've always said, my biggest flaw is being human. And
Yeah.
and I feel like anyone could say the same shit because I feel like everyone's working against their human instincts. You know what I'm saying? The human nature that like makes you want to do all this shit you know is wrong.
Yeah. Human nature sucks because, like, a lot of people, like, feel a certain type of way about you. But I'm like, I know you mean well and that how you act is just because you exist. If it was any other type of way, if you was any other type of being, people would be able to appreciate it. But because you're a human, they see the human things and be like, fuck what that nigga mean. That nigga's asshole.
Right.
But it's like, it's not like that. That's
Yeah.
my dog. My niggas.
And
good
just me
people.
personally, I feel like I've never tried a whole lot to do anything. I feel like I just do what feels natural to me. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I do have like a profound amount of respect for people. And I've never felt like I was above anyone. If anything, I've always felt like I was looking up at people. But it's like, I feel like I was really quiet my whole life because I know I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
And I don't want to offend people.
But yeah. And people think you're
And
an
I'm so
asshole.
not sensitive. Like, you literally cannot offend me at all. And that's another topic I wanted to bring up.
That's
Like,
cap.
y'all gotta start roasting me, bro, because like I'm trying I want y'all to offend me so bad.
No,
You can't.
not could, but That's like who asked you bullied? Like,
I don't like
because
the
I be
idea.
listening to the pods and like I be dogging your ass,
yeah.
but you make it easy.
But I take jokes like I'm cool.
And that's
with
what it's
being a
about.
punching bag, yeah.
That's what it's about, and that's what I'm saying. You don't get offended when
Yeah.
I say crazy shit.
Because I don't care about shit.
You can't take it personally. At the end of the day, whatever I say, whatever someone on the internet says, like they ain't sleeping with you. You gotta sleep with yourself.
Yeah.
Whatever helps you
And I
sleep
hate
at night is
myself,
what
so
you should.
it's like it's not that bad.
You said what?
Yeah.
You hate yourself,
Just
so
a
is
little
it?
bit.
Yeah, I mean,
Earlier today I was stressed to the point where I realized how much I hated myself. Usually I don't care.
Right.
So I'm like, oh yeah, like sure I feel like this and I know I'm like fucked up right now, but I'm like I'm gonna work towards being better. But today I was stressed to the point where I was like, nah bro, you're a piece of shit. You fucking suck. I hate you. Everybody hates you. You're gonna be a horrible human being in the future.
yeah,
I was like, yeah, it'd be like that sometimes.
yeah. And,
But-
and me personally, I mean, it's the God complex in me, but like I've never really dealt with a whole lot of doubt in myself. I've always just believed in myself to an immense amount. But I mean, in the past year or two, you know what I'm saying? I think the pandemic kind of like twisted everyone's perspective, but like dealing with doubt, you know what I'm saying? It's a new feeling to me personally, and like it's a terrible feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Doubt in myself or the world or people around you, and it's just you hate to think about that. Me personally, because I want to believe the most in myself, I want to believe the most in you. And
Yeah.
to have any like shed of doubt, I mean that's just you feel it in your chest. It gets you hot.
I don't know. I had a weird feeling growing up. Like, I used to feel the opposite. Like you said, you had this complex where you feel like, but I feel like a lot of doubt growing up. But after I met y'all, started high school and shit like that, everything just felt like it was meant to be.
Yeah.
So I couldn't doubt nothing. Like, I don't even doubt this shit right now. Like, I believe that the future is
Whatever we do,
bountiful.
I feel like this might not be it, but I feel like at the same time, right now, we're working towards something that could be it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just kind of how I carry about my life. It's like, it's not about this being the moment or
Right.
the viral moment, but I feel like, I've always said that, like, luck, because I don't believe in luck. I believe everything happens for a reason. I believe everything is a choice one way or another, and people hate hearing that, but it just is. Luck is when opportunity and preparation meet.
Exactly.
So, I mean, our opportunity might not come today, but our preparation is happening today. So when that opportunity comes, we'll be more prepared for it to seize the moment, and then we will then be called lucky because shit'll happen for us.
Exactly.
So it's just about clocking in those hours and sharpening your sword.
Yeah. And if I didn't care about this shit, I promise I would not do it. 'Cause, boy, I'd be going through it trying to do all the shit that I'm doing. Like school, music, all this shit, being a boyfriend, being a fucking...
That must be tough.
Like, bro, I feel like, what's cuz name from the Fantastic Four?
Mr. Elastic.
Mr. Elastic, bro.
You're just going in all different directions.
I'm going in all different directions.
You
trying
handle
to
it
make
well.
it happen. I try.
You do handle it well.
Today I felt like I disappointed my niggas though, by showing up super late. But
I was
the
stoked
game.
you showed up.
Hey,
Yeah,
we still managed to pull off some dope shit.
I think we did.
You feel
There were
me?
some people who didn't show up today.
Hey man, we ain't gonna even worry about it. We just gonna let that man do him.
We gonna be grateful for the ones who did, and you know what I'm saying. That's what it's always about.
Hey man, he'll come around.
I'm not talking about one person. There's multiple, but
Oh yeah,
Shannon
them niggas are crazy.
Shannon Sharp, fucking, what he says, availability is, or the best ability is availability. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, to be honest, I ain't gonna lie. When you available, that's some clutch shit. When a nigga can't get a hold of you, that's when it's the worst.
And one thing that like I've always took seriously in what I try to do, because I'm a low energy type of guy, just naturally. I kind of just want to sit down,
Yeah.
not talk, and just chill. But I feel like enthusiasm is really important. So it's not, to me, always being available or on time. You know what I'm saying? Got to be right on time conscious. You know what I'm saying? But being enthusiastic about everything you do, because I mean, being there and just not doing shit, like, you might as well not be there. You gotta be enthusiastic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We on the same wavelength with that shit.
No, I know you. The way you move is inspiring. So I believe in you immensely. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, we ain't got no topics to spin off,
before I fucking forget,
don't forget it.
My nigga, you was saying some shit about being just knowing random shit for no reason because fuck school. What if in the Olympics they brought all you know-it-all niggas together for a know-it-all contest? Cause you just this nigga, y'all have like knowledge about shit. Like why the fuck do you know that? Like Jess will just say some like, dead people can float for about 48 hours before they're like, bro, like why do you know this shit? What are you storing up this knowledge for? When the aliens come, is you finna hit these niggas with some fun facts to keep my ass from getting toasted? So I hope that we can get a competition started.
I have been practicing my telepathic ability, so when they come through, I can actually talk to them.
Like, yo, my name's Lucas.
Because I don't feel like they talk, and they just kind of like look at you and it's like, bitch, beam information.
Bitch, beam information in your brain.
And you're just like, yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah, I feel you.
Indubitably.
Yeah, that even sounds like an alien word. Indubitably.
Yeah,
just hearing it and watching your mouth move, this shit is crazy. Like, I've heard the word before, but the way you said it,
indubitably, it don't even sound real.
Like bubble, blah, 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 blah. That's what it sounded like. T.I. ruined that word. That shit has some twang to it before people found out what it meant.
It's not that he says big words. It's just that like you could tell he's trying when he says them.
Yeah.
That's the worst part about it.
Yeah. But he's knowledgeable. He's going to be, when the aliens come, they're going to ask, who know words? T.I. know words.
Aliens come, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like music is the greatest invention humans have ever created.
Are you playing Love Wins for the aliens?
I was going to ask you, what song would you play for an alien that's hypothetically never heard music before?
Riata Dada by ESTG. Aliens gotta know that we on bullshit. And that it's like that.
I might play I might play Fool in the Rain by Led Zeppelin.
Loser. Not cool. Not as cool as ESTG.
I mean, you got to think about.
I actually don't know what that song sounds like, so I don't know.
I know you don't. But like, you got to think about like an alien. You're trying to show an alien music.
Yeah.
They probably don't give a fuck about what you're talking about.
Right.
It's probably just about the sound. So to me, it's like you want to show off like the human vocal range.
Whole lot of red.
I feel it.
Yeah, I can see it.
I feel it.
They would be like, "This the gay vampire dude." Yeah. We've been watching him for quite some time.
Yeah, he's been on our radar.
There's like a specific song that I'm thinking.
What if an alien looked at you and was like, "I liked him better when he had
Vamp Life"?
Nah, it's got that weird ass, like weird ass.
What if an alien was like, "I liked him better when he dropped Fetty"? Like, whoa, you've been watching since then?
This boy fell off.
That'd be sick if aliens was like, "Bro, I can come down to Earth with y'all." Like, what you mean? Think we just these weirdos in outer space, nigga? We cool too. He calling the.
Nah, he's trying to figure out the song from.
Yeah, No Sleep. I'm playing No Sleep.
By
Whole lot of red.
By Playboy. Did
Yeah,
Pierre produce that?
Nah, he didn't. I would play some Pierre too, probably. Maybe The Weeknd by Mac Miller.
But like, there's no Weekend to aliens. So like,
but they just need to understand that.
So it's
that just fucked me up. There is no weekend because it's like I'm in different.
That's how they're gonna learn.
They're
gonna learn.
Well, I mean, at the same time, depending on like where you at, like your day could be 8 hours, or it could be like a whole like 58 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A year can be.
You can get 30 plus hours of sunlight a day.
Yeah.
Like that don't even sound right to us.
The fucking Pluto just hit an orbit.
And then like
years,
the 7-day week is just like, you know what I'm saying, just a measurement for our trip around the sun, because it's a 7-day week and we do 52 of those, and then we get 365, and then that's a trip around the sun. So it's really just a measurement. So the weekend is just,
they were like, I could do this anytime. I could do it right now.
Y'all have rent to pay?
But nah, them niggas is paying a little something for that spaceship.
Yeah.
45 human extractions a day.
They built that spaceship.
Huh?
Come on, buddy.
Nah, bro. I don't think. Nah. I feel like even if you was an advanced race, some niggas is working in the motherfucking.
Bro, why would money have to exist?
Huh?
Why would money have to exist?
Not money, but knowledge of stuff. Like, if I'm an alien, why do I need to know everything? Can I just know specific stuff?
Well, it's like, tribes, Native American tribes or the African tribes who still exist to this day.
Yeah.
Not that Native American tribes don't exist to this day, but they operate on money and casinos and but
different things.
But these tribes who don't have any sort of like currency per se, it's more just about everyone has a role and a specialty and something that they got to know about and do well to make their little society work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like one of those deals where it's just like, you do this all day, every day, and then your livelihood will be taken care of, because we got all these moving parts.
And with the world,
and now you got this bussin' ass, brand new ass saucer to go fly around the galaxy in.
Yeah.
You just got to bring back gold.
Yeah. Or
which is a whole theory of why aliens are on Earth.
Yeah. Or just anything of importance like knowledge. Go learn something about something that you care about and bring it back to the colony.
Go hunt. We gonna stay here, pick berries,
bro.
Which is like the most like common analogy.
Intergalactic species.
I was still talking about tribes, but that would be hard.
That'd be hard.
You and your homies.
Would you be you said Han Solo. I think Cuz is like an intergalactic bounty hunter, ain't he? I don't watch Star Wars.
Yeah.
I grew up with.
He's a bounty hunter, pirate more so.
Yeah.
He kind of just steals and loots.
Like, imagine that, being an alien, hijacking alien spaceships.
Just getting in some green pussy.
Or whatever
just
color.
Drinking some alcoholic sludge.
Colors you can't
getting
comprehend.
Twasted.
Getting twasted. With your Twizzy?
Yeah, my man Chewy.
Don't use that word, bro. You're not Twizzy, bro.
My fault, bro. My fault. I'm false flagging?
Yeah.
My fault, bro. My fault, bro. My fault. I don't want to get beat up by the Eat fans, bro.
You think
he's about to come too right now.
You think aliens, you know what I'm saying, like a higher civilization who hypothetically may or not fly around the galaxy and do all this crazy shit that we're talking about, like has a sex drive like humans do? They just be fucking.
Nah, when the universe is at your beck and call, I think you just do whatever.
You're not worried about a nut?
Because you can get it whenever you feel like it. I have the universe at my hands.
Yeah, do they have an animal instinct to reproduce, you know?
Or did they beat that, and that's why they're...
There's too many questions.
Too many hypotheticals.
Well,
I mean, maybe they're nothing like us at all.
The box. Yeah, I was about to say.
Nothing that we can even conceive.
Incomprehensible.
Just like colors. Those colors we couldn't imagine. Like, these beings, we couldn't even really perceive them.
But as something that exists, you have to anticipate that existence is all about... To me, my existence is about knowing and having knowledge. So I would assume that any other species outside of this with a fucking cognitive ability would probably be thinking, seek knowledge. Why would you build a spaceship if you didn't want to seek knowledge? Why would you build intergalactic space travel if it wasn't to seek knowledge?
To have a good time? Maybe. I'm trying to go.
What is a good time in another galaxy?
I'm trying to go bust down a blue bitch from Pandora.
Bro, if we was just...
All this could really happen. All this could really change. I used to have nothing.
Bro, he doesn't finish the
I pulled up in a
bar.
plane.
Nah,
Come on, bro.
Get the fuck
I
out
pulled
of
up
here.
in a plane, bro.
Fans.
I'm in a coupe. Lamp chop the ceiling. Now I'm talking to the birds.
Yo.
It makes no sense. Every bar that he says, every bar he's...
That bar don't make no sense. To the lamb chop the top of the coupe. Now I'm talking to the birds. How that shit don't make no sense?
That doesn't make any sense.
He got rid of the top of the car.
Uh-huh.
Now he hanging out with the birds because he high as fuck. Put two and two together, bro.
I've been getting bullied by Yeet fans for the past 24 hours.
He's clutch for the lighter though. I haven't smoked some flower in a minute now, so
I'm happy for you.
Man,
nice.
congrats,
Well,
man.
aside from that
Destroying
hit
your
from a couple
lungs.
weeks ago.
Yeet raps like he drools on himself.
Like you guys, he missing a
Fuck, bro. Like he drools
Bro,
on
apparently he the
himself.
Mexican savior. My t-shirt's a little
He
dirty.
is Romanian.
Oh,
Is he?
Yeah,
Damn.
like Action Bronson?
Romanian and Mexican.
Action Bronson's Albanian.
Oh shit, my
Yeah,
fault.
they are nothing.
Sorry,
alike.
Bron.
They're similar, but
Kinda.
Albanians are more Arab on the scale.
Touche.
Is
That sounds about right.
all right. Can y'all tell me is the term ginger offensive? Let me know.
We're
Is it
not
offensive?
gingers, nigga. This is Slim Shady and a black
But
dude.
is the term offensive?
It shouldn't be because
amongst-
I don't find gingers to be an oppressed people.
Yeah.
Right.
But I
But,
mean, I
like,
can't
the fact
speak
that
for.
we're giving them that name. Do they take offense to it? Like if I use that term, are they gonna be offensive?
What are you supposed
Offended?
to call a ginger other than a ginger?
Exactly. I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Dre.
I don't think they appreciate that gingers have no souls.
That shit.
Say-
Is that what that shit is? Yeah, that's
that
what I
shit
heard.
low-key
I don't know if
funny
that's
to
South
me,
Park or what, but
'Cause a
I
lot
can
of
imagine
people
that
don't
not
have
being
souls.
appreciated.
Yeah, a lot of these people are NPC bot ass motherfuckers.
Literally. So if I say a ginger has no soul, bro, it's just a joke.
But I only asked that because I was gonna ask, is Action Bronson ginger?
He is.
Yeah.
Because he has like orange beard, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
I mean,
Action
he might not be
Bronson's-
full blown ginger because like ginger isn't just like the red hair; it's like the freckles, it's the pale
Yeah.
skin tone.
Which
Okay.
is almost albino, but for white people.
Damn
Bro,
near,
people used
yeah.
to call me albino growing up, and it doesn't make any sense to me.
Cause you
Have you seen an albino?
Yes, I have actually.
How do I look albino?
I see the
You're-
comparison, but like
How do
I wouldn't
look
ever.
albino?
Your skin is paler than a normal.
You have black features, but like you do have a white
Yeah.
complexion, but you have
Yeah.
dark hair at the same time. So like
My
that-
mom-
My
Mama-
hair did used to be lighter, so maybe they were like,
right.
People used to
Blonde ass
think
hair
my
ass
mama was
boy.
albino.
They thought
'Cause
who?
My mama. Cause she's pretty much like you, black features, just lighter skin. Damn near look like Slim Shady right
she
here.
lighter skin, but albinos be damn near like white for
They
real.
be
Yeah.
very pale, but
Like no
there's
pigment.
What's
people
that
with
rapper's
some
name?
pigment.
I seen him live actually. Fucking.
You can't do this memory thing on
Motherfucking.
pod, bro.
I mean, I probably wouldn't remember his name on a good day.
Cause I was about to
I'm
say an
good.
albino rapper.
Yeah, no, he's out there. I seen him. Bigger set dude, older dude, conscious woke, poetry.
Of course,
Ass
he would
dude.
be. They oppress people.
Who's the white
Bubba
bitch?
Sparks. I'm tripping. My
Nah.
fault. I'm chilling. Let me chill out. Brother Ali.
Yes, brother Ali.
Oh shit. He wasn't in the what's them shits? What's them niggas? What's them niggas, bro? From St. Louis. The St. Lunatics. I could have swore this nigga was in the St. Lunatics. My fault. Yeah, nah, this nigga albino the motherfucker.
Yeah, definitely. Super annoying, if you ask me. But
You thought he was annoying?
I did. But I literally have never listened to him in my life. I just seen him live. He opened up for Mos Def and Talib Kweli. But I was there for the GOAT, Mos Def. You already know. Actually, you probably don't. You just found out about Lauryn Hill a month ago.
Fuck on, nigga. I've been knowing about Lauryn Hill.
Y'all have
Just
been going
because-
on about this Lauryn Hill.
Bro, niggas
remember
really
y'all
be
talking about it.
arguing.
That shit was
bro.
funny,
in the
bro.
day.
We really be on each other.
Bro, because Dre just be talking about shit he literally has nothing, like, no idea about, and then talking about it with the most, like, absurd confidence.
1, I know everything. 2, I speak with confidence because I know everything. 3, listen to me. You'll understand, nigga. I think in different ways than most people. Therefore, what comes out of my head doesn't enter yours the best way to help my cases. I be knowing what I'm talking about. I just don't express it the best way
I feel you on that
for
one.
you niggas to digest it. We was arguing about Megan Thee Stallion. We ain't gonna go on to the whole deep dive shit, but nigga, in my head, what I'm saying makes sense to me and is justifiable for my point.
I'm pretty sure.
But
I
to
get what you're
y'all,
trying
it
to
just
say.
sounds like a black dude yelling and shit.
I mean, I get what you're trying to say, but you're just wrong.
I honestly
I'm
don't
not
know
wrong.
what you're trying to say, but
I've never been wrong a day in my life.
rolling tapes.
Bro, if a nigga
I feel you though. It's
did
just
a
like that.
compilation of me being wrong, I'd
Like-
smack niggas.
Having so much confidence that it becomes overconfidence. Like, okay, you might have been right once or twice or something that made you feel so confident in what you talk about. I'm speaking for me, I guess. To where it's like, I get so confident in everything I talk about that it's like overconfidence, and now I'm wrong, but I'm not thinking that I'm wrong because I think I'm right.
But I also feel
Right.
like a lot of people, like, he's so confident. I feel like a lot of people who just naturally aren't confident are gonna let him slide with the bullshit. They'll be like,
See, I feel like I
don't
lack
get
some
a lot of
confidence, but I'm
passes.
definitely calling him
Get
on
it.
his bullshit.
I don't get a lot of passes. Y'all think I do, but I don't.
I feel like you do.
No. 1, I'm very humble, so I'm not always like this. 2,
That's what they all
niggas-
say.
No. Ask around. I'm very humble.
He's pretty humble.
I put
You-
myself
it's just,
to the side.
it's
to
just
let
you have
niggas
to.
be.
Well, me personally, in my experience with Dre, I have to like damn near break down to him for him to really get what I'm trying to say, and then he'll be like, "Damn, bro, yeah, I get you, bro." Like, and I'm like, "This, I was telling you the same thing this whole time, until I just finally told you." And what are you doing, bro?
I just want to drink my drink, but
Bro.
it's still fizzing, yo.
Bro, give me this shit, bro.
No, don't do it. No, no. Man.
I want to have sticky fucking fingers for the rest of the fucking episode.
Nah, just wipe it on the little sheet. We'll wash it later.
Why did you freeze it, Dre? What was
It
wrong with the
didn't
fridge?
Freeze it. I didn't freeze it.
Why
It's
is it
just
frozen?
so cold out there. It's in my trunk. I keep all my snacks and shit in the trunk, so I don't
Why?
indulge. That smoke got me choking up and shit.
Do it really?
No, no, he's just a pussy.
Yeah, you
Wow.
was sitting right next to old
Wow.
dude smoking the blunt right next to you.
Yeah,
Last-
but it wasn't flowing back here in my area.
it was flowing right next to your face.
No, it wasn't, bro.
It literally was.
Why are you telling
they
me
were
about
sitting
me,
right
bro?
next
What
to
did
you.
I just tell you? You grew up with me, bro, and you know how I get.
You've accumulated some tolerance over that time.
No, I did not.
You've hit. All right, bro. I'm
Hey,
not even gonna
What
air
that's
you out.
supposed to mean? When was the last time I hit a blunt?
Right now?
He ain't falling.
You trying to dip it in this drink,
Lean dip blunt.
I heard
bro?
them shits be going crazy.
Dip it in the 5-hour
Yeah,
energy
it ain't
drink
the
like
worst.
ESTG.
You've tried lean? Like, real.
Yeah, and I've dipped blunts in lean.
Hell yeah.
My brother was
I've
an
only
addict.
sipped like some cough syrup in like,
I definitely was
middle
not an
school.
addict to lean. I was too broke to really be addicted to that shit. If anything, it was pills that had me.
Had him up.
And then
Opium.
And then once I found psychedelics, I was like, I ain't never doing that shit. Which was a
Yeah.
lie, but
If
I'll
niggas,
never be addicted to
if
pills.
psychedelics was as cool in the hood as Percocet, we'd have some very enlightened brothers and sisters.
I mean, I
The
thought
white
we
man
were
don't want
getting-
it.
we
The
were getting to
white
that
man
point.
don't want it.
We are getting to that point.
I mean, slowly but surely, the psychedelic revolution's coming.
it has
Or
been
we're
coming.
in it.
So like,
You could call it that if you want.
so I mean, it's hard to say that shrooms were found, but they've been like crossed out of human history for so long that us in like modern history re-found shrooms in 1957. So we've only had shrooms in modern history, in modern times, for not even 70 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never partaken, so it's probably overrated.
I think everyone should do. I would suggest shrooms, but psychedelics once in their life.
I wonder what my dad would be
Definitely
like
under
if
the
he
right
took
circumstances.
shrooms once, or what my mom would be like if she took shroom once.
Yeah. You know, and I say that, but like, you know, I feel like my dad probably has, but like my mom, you know what I'm saying? She's such a saint. I feel like she's never tried shrooms, but like, I still would like kind of hope that she would give it that one time.
Bro, that good
Do
college
you think
try.
at some point in your, well, never mind, I don't know. I was gonna say, like, if you're older in age, do you think that shit's weird? Like,
to be a
to be
40-year-old taking
high as
shrooms?
Yeah.
Well,
Think about it.
Like
I
if
feel
like
like-
if you 60 and never experienced that before.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, you should take a trip if you've never experienced it before. See how you feel in your later years with all that you've learned and amassed. How much of your world will either be shattered or redefined.
Random question. Well, not random, but so LSD is like a man-made psychedelic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's manufactured.
I don't think you
Is
get
the
that natural.
trip someone else's trip? Like, are you taking someone else's trip? You get what I'm trying to say?
Oh, you're just taking a hit off of one trip.
Like
So
it's like someone
everyone's
created
taking this
shit.
tab, and it's literally just a descendant of one trip that happened.
I guess.
I would
you could-
disagree
you
just because
fucked me up.
I feel like LSD has given me multiple experiences.
Yeah, I was
Multiple
about to say
experiences,
people
but
have
I'm
had
like getting
diverse
into
trips.
that realm and
But it
like,
could
cause
just
like
be how
where
you
the
perceive
fuck,
it.
like, okay, I had this one trip where I just felt like I was in like the back alleyway of the spiritual realm per se. Like,
You're in the alley of the fifth dimension.
how
That's
it felt,
fucking
bro.
crazy.
That's how it felt.
Sleazy
It
shit.
literally is the perfect word. Sleazy is how it felt. Like, it just felt so like I'm not where I should be right now. Like, I'm not supposed to be here right now type shit. You know what I mean? Like, there's people who meditate and like give their lives to like this spirituality shit to get into this realm, and like we're just like punched into this bitch, like
Right.
smack into like a back fucking alley. Just dark energy. Like, I swear it just felt so dirty in my.
Quick question.
What's up?
Do y'all think, and I was just an outsider's point of view, but if nobody ever told you that psychedelics was for spiritual awakening or anything like that, that y'all would feel like it had something to do with the spiritual realm?
Yeah, bro.
I mean,
Okay.
I didn't know that it was about
Yeah,
spiritual
I
awakening
didn't
per
either.
se.
Okay, so
I-
it wasn't anything. Somebody was like, "You want to get high as fuck," and you ended up with a tab.
Yeah, it was kind of just. I feel like I tried. So like, I don't have an addictive personality, thank God, but I feel like I tried everything. And it's not. I could quit alcohol. I just have a recipe for myself. You know what I'm saying? I tried everything, so I know my recipe.
You want to?
That's what I'm saying. So listen, in high school, I feel like I tried everything.
Okay, yeah,
No, I ain't quitting drinking. I've done it before.
yeah.
But in high
He's
school,
calling your bluff right now.
I feel like I've tried everything
Mm-hmm.
outside of needles and crack pipes. So
Yeah.
I feel like it was just gonna happen. I was gonna try psychedelics, and it was just an immense spiritual, overwhelming. Like LSD was the first psychedelic I tried, and I don't really do that shit a whole lot because shrooms. I feel like
So it is a spiritual thing.
it's immense.
That's weird.
It's really immense.
I don't know.
I feel
I'm
like
weird.
you're not like I feel like you're an incomplete puzzle until you try it. I feel like there's a part of you that like you can't unlock. I mean, you can, but like it's just so instant, and it's just like you just see life differently after that.
It's like a fast track of what meditation.
Or you're just being downloaded with information. It's like being plugged in, like, to a fucking
Yeah.
big ass.
It's
board.
like if you showed, you know, like a Neanderthal, you know what I'm saying, something on TV. Like you showed him a TV and played him some crazy shit, and then just like took that away, and like he wouldn't just be any old Neanderthal for the rest of his life. He'd be like, no, dude, like there's something out there, like there's crazier shit than what we know.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
So knowing that psychedelics and
Yes.
knowing that that's
Bubblegum.
like a factor for humans, what do you think of other, like, back to the alien shit? Like, cause now I'm thinking about, like, if you was an alien, would you even have babies? Like, you talking about downloading information, fast track of information. Like, what's the point in having a baby when I can just make a clone of myself?
Well, there's also, a theory that aliens aren't, like, of the third dimension. They're not, like,
right.
a real, like, metaphysical organism. It's just, like, they're in a different dimension, but, like, here with us at all times. So it's just, like, a lot, like, DMT, which I've never done. I'm going to do it. I'm just waiting for the right time. It's not something I feel like I should just do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, ayahuasca, I feel like is in the same boat. I want to do it, but, like, I don't want to just find some ayahuasca this weekend. I'm just going to wait for it to come. But, like, those experiences are really immense and really deep and just crazy, and they just blast you off. But, like, a lot of people go to those realms and meet, like, what we would perceive to be aliens. You know what I'm saying? Like, the classic, you know what I'm saying, short and big-headed and wide-eyed alien. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the crazy thing about DMT is that, like, throughout thousands of years of recorded history of us having the spirit molecule, DMT, I mean, there's a lot of very, very similar experiences and beings that everyone sees in all these experiences. So, I mean, I just don't believe in coincidences. I feel like these are real beings that, like, you get to go see and experience. And then there's people who have accounts of seeing the same being on multiple different experiences and that being remembering them. You know what I'm saying? So
it's not a figment of imagination.
I mean, it very well could be, but thousands of years of documentation and experiences of people all over the earth without ever talking to each other, of hearing these stories, they all experience the same, being.
What if that's Jesus?
Very well could be. It's not off the table. Nothing's off the table for real.
Shit is so crazy, bro.
It is really crazy.
I couldn't imagine, bro. I couldn't fathom it. I think I'm too frightful.
They said if you trip hard enough, God smokes weed at the end.
It's wild. That was a wild statement.
Bro, when you was bringing up dimensions, I was like, it took me back to my, I think it was my freshman year of college, and I had this astronomy class, and I never believed in the astrology shit, but, like, he was talking about, like, dimensions and planes and shit. Like, the first dimension can't see the second. Yeah.
You're talking about astronomy.
Right.
That's different than astrology.
Right.
Yeah.
But I brought that up.
Still has to do with stars.
Still has to do with stars and shit. We still talked about astrology shit in there, but I still was like, I get where you coming from, but I don't give a fuck about that shit. Just wanted to throw that shot at you. Still,
it is like the oldest recorded religion on Earth. If you want to call it a religion, it's the oldest recorded belief system.
Fuck that shit. But the first dimension, with the way they was explaining it, first dimension can't see the second dimension, but the second dimension can see the first dimension, and it can see itself.
Right.
Third dimension, so on and so forth.
Continue.
Like, bro, if there's a fourth and fifth dimension that can interact and occupy third dimensional space and not be seen by third dimensional plane beings.
So I've had this theory that I kind of conjured up on myself, that, like, dimensions are like dominoes. It's like a trickle down effect, where it's like it starts with a small domino and it works itself up to a big domino. You know what I'm saying? But, like, essentially, like, the second dimension creates the first dimension.
Right.
The third dimension creates the second dimension. The fourth dimension creates the third dimension.
Right.
So it's like when you take a pad of paper and you draw on it, you are creating
the second dimension. That's a 2D image.
Exactly.
Right.
So in my mind, it's like there might be a fourth dimension where people are playing strings and creating the third dimension as we perceive it.
That's fucking crazy.
It's a
But
theory.
what is the third dimension? I think
Third dimension is us.
right, but I think we have certain factors that make us a third dimension. Like the 2-dimensional plane is like, oh, fuck, I can't remember.
I know what you're saying. but
Yeah, I was like, because I think, isn't time 3 dimensions, right?
Time is the fourth dimension.
Time is the 4th dimension? Because I was about to say time and space is what the 4th dimension is. It's like transcending that is like what transcends time and space. What could you imagine since you can't comprehend it?
Yeah. The way that like I would describe the third dimension, the plane
Mhm.
that we live on, it's just like you know, the cliche Mother Nature, Father Time, you know what I'm saying, kind of duo. But so like time being like a canvas, you know what I'm saying, because time is nothing other than just like the progression of things. It's just kind of like the linear plane for things to exist on.
Right.
Without time, nothing progresses, nothing is. It just is without.
Right.
So it like time is the canvas. And then Mother Nature, like creativity and all these other everything else that exists on this plane is kind of just the paint on the canvas. And then the universe is kind of just the finished product.
Shit is crazy, bro.
I feel like I've said that better in my life, but there you go.
For right now, it's just like it gets the job done.
Me an hour and a half into a shroom trip would have been able to say that way better.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. This is just crazy to me. But I'm still stuck on what could you imagine, like if you didn't have to deal with time or space.
You wouldn't be dealing with anything at all. You would not be you. You wouldn't be anything.
Well, maybe space not without space, but time is kind of just like a high concept that we all just agreed on.
Well,
that becomes fact.
What you're thinking of is the measurement that we call time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We do have measurements to measure time, but time itself is just the progression of things.
Well,
So you don't.
we
So if
wouldn't
nothing.
call it time, but
So if nothing progresses, then nothing is.
So you can't theoretically transcend time. You can transcend space, probably, right? Be everywhere.
You can
and nowhere at the same
transcend the
time.
progression of things, which is what time is. You can-
That's a crazy sentence. Run it back.
You can transcend the progression of things, which is what I think time is.
What does that
So
mean?
it's not about a measurement tool that we use to count the minutes and days. It's just the progression of things in a linear equation. But you can transcend the linear part of that equation. You know what I'm saying? Because linear is just a straightforward thing where you can transcend that and kind of chop it up how you will. That would be transcending time and space.
Do you think that's what we do when we exercise or when we're in the vehicle?
I mean, so what I think you're referring to is like a flow state.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of this before.
No, I'm not familiar.
So like the yoga bitches will try to get into a flow state. You know what I'm saying? Us, when we rap, or me personally, like I'll get into a flow state when I'm writing. I mean, even like playing video games, you can get into a flow state where you're not really conscious of time. You're kind of just honed in on one thing, and you at the same time, you're not consciously doing it. You're just so honed in. It's just kind of like second nature to you.
Right.
That is quote unquote the flow state. So it's like time doesn't really exist in that moment. You know what I'm saying? You can just kind of be locked into something and then come out of it 4 hours later. Like, damn, it's 4 hours later. That's fucking wild.
Right. Or you can feel it as elongated and it's only been 10 minutes. It
Right.
felt like days.
So like, comparatively speaking, like the longest meditation session I personally have ever had, I literally do not know how long that shit was. You know what I'm saying? I think in my head, the way I'm trying to like limit it, I feel like it's between 45 minutes and like 2 hours. But I literally don't know when I started it. I kind of just got brought into a zone, and then I was just locked in for I don't know how long, literally. But I was just so locked in that like time didn't exist, and I came out of it like I could have been 5 minutes for all the fuck I know.
Did it feel refreshing? Did it feel?
I mean, that was one of the more unbelievable experiences of my life.
Unbelievable in the sense of how calming it was, or how disruptive it was.
I feel like I kind of left this dimension in a way.
Okay. Cause I'm trying to like put my brain into like.
I'm trying not to sound crazy, but
hey man, we're already talking about some crazy shit. But like, think about it like this, cause if we're thinking about something like, say we were stuck to your theory of something being on a fourth or fifth dimensional plane, pulling the puppet strings of the third dimension, would you be a crazy, violent, toxic entity in the fourth, fifth dimension? Or are you a calmer, more curious?
I mean, you don't really have. That's the thing about my experiences with what I perceive to be a higher dimension is that it's not. You don't even really have choice. You don't have like personal opinions or feeling or any of this shit. You kind of just are. You're just a ball of energy in an ocean of energy, and you just kind of exist. And that sounds like very plain and simple, but it's like a very immense feeling, and it's vivid, it's loud, it's stimulating, but at the same time it's just super calming, super zenful, and it's unbelievable. And you know,
I need to make some more money. I wanna experience this.
Money not gonna get you there.
It does.
I think the brokest motherfuckers on earth have experienced that shit more than anyone.
Well, broke motherfuckers got time on their hands.
Exactly. That's all you really need.
Got time on their hands.
Wow.
I'm in the middle.
All you really need is time to fucking go do that.
You just need some time, but I don't got
That's what
enough
spending
money
time is.
to make that time. So once I get enough money to make that time happen, you're gonna catch me in that bitch meditating, terrifying myself.
Yeah. I think if you were to have a psychedelic experience, you would be kind of like incentivized to go chase that. You know what I'm saying? If you kind of got a glimpse of it, you'd be incentivized to like kind of go back.
I want to meditate first and then take a psychedelic trip.
I think that's a responsible way to go about it.
People
don't really go about it like that. But the way I would tell people that psychedelics is like benching at the gym. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna go to the gym for the first time and throw 300 pounds on the bar and try to bench it. So you don't take a bag of shrooms and eat 5 grams your first time. Like that's a lot to bench. It's gonna be really overwhelming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can just start with a gram. You can start with 2 grams.
Microdose it.
I mean, you're gonna want to trip. I mean, microdosing is kind of just a version of high. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not too familiar. It's not my culture.
I know. Well, you're asking good questions. But yeah, I would say like if you're a first timer, I feel like 2 grams is perfect.
Yo.
I feel like that's very manageable. It's still gonna have shades of overwhelming, but that's kind of just what it is. But the meditating, breathing exercises, these are things that like kind of take away that overwhelming feeling that psychedelics kind of bring you. And that overwhelmingness is kind of just like for the first portion of it. I feel like after you get over that, you do get into like some sort of flow state where like everything is just so clear to you. You're able to speak, you're able to do everything just almost flawlessly. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I got like the shroom tattooed on my stomach from Mario, because it's the power up.
Right.
So like I've always felt like that was like a power up. You know what I'm saying? Like
being that's the power up. Let's get into. You're an adult now. You probably took shrooms when you were a young adult. If you, cause we gonna like take it back to how you saying, I wish the world was more peaceful. We could be on the same page. Da 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 da. When and would you recommend young adults to take shrooms in a, let's say, supervised situation? Because
it'll find you.
It'll find you. It'll find you.
I don't think you have to try. I feel like if you go looking for it, go find a dealer, this, that, then you're kind of forcing it. Whereas I feel like you'll know when you're ready. You'll know when your opportunity is there. And my advice to anyone who hasn't experienced that, but like can come into this situation in the future, don't be scared of the moment. You're going to be scared. It is overwhelming.
Right.
It's a lot to take on.
Mm-hmm.
And just don't be scared of your own mind, because that's the only thing you can be scared of in that moment. You just take it moment by moment. You gotta focus on breathing and, just love. Just love. Man.
Well, have you ever known anybody to come out of a shroom or psychedelic trip and be a worse person?
A worse person?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Definitely. But I mean, there's also bad drugs out there.
Yeah.
I feel like shrooms has always done me right.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people have bad trips, but even those experiences that I witnessed, I feel like they came out of them all right.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like I had a bad trip on acid back in the day.
Right. Yeah.
But acid, like we said, is a man-made drug, and I feel like it could just not be pure LSD, and it could just be some bad drugs.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was a bad experience, and 95+% of all the acid in America is not pure LSD. So I would recommend shrooms, because I mean, if you get a shroom stem to cap, you know what it is.
Because now I'm thinking like on a thing of like young adults smoke marijuana, like you can't doubt it, and they smoking weed to whatever, mental health or whatever it is, or just to look cool and shit like that. And it's just like, instead of sex ed, throw on top a fucking shroom course, get a bunch of 17-year-olds in a supervised.
Well, I mean, I don't know how it was in Colorado, but health class was a mandatory credit in Michigan.
Yeah, it
high
was
school.
Here.
Yeah. So I mean, they did have like that drug portion of the class, but I mean, they don't really talk about psychedelics and even a remote kind of light that we're talking about it.
What do you think the world would look like if everybody took shrooms at least once in their lifetime?
I think we would be on our way to living like Star Wars versus going to war, just trying to invade each other. We'd be invading Mars, which is way more lit.
Back to how he said that it's like a download of information. What if, back to the alien shit, it's like for every new alien that is either birthed or fucking created, cloned, or whatever the case is, you get this tablet of shrooms or
tablet of shrooms,
tablet or whatever, shrooms, acid, whatever the case is, whatever psychedelic drug that busts open your fucking
DMT is the one that busts shit open for real.
You think every alien's on DMT, shaking up the universe?
So like, here's the thing, and this is a funny theory, but so back to the theory that aliens are just kind of like a higher dimensional being versus like part of this dimension and matter.
Right.
It like DMT, the spirit molecule, is what it's commonly known as. Our brain naturally releases DMT, like when we dream in our sleep. Your brain is releasing DMT. When you die, your brain releases an immense amount of DMT. And being that it is the spirit molecule, what if this release of DMT in your brain is kind of your spirit getting sent off to another dimension to meet these higher dimensional beings, per se, in this hypothetical situation? It's like, what if aliens are just spirits?
That shit's blowing my mind. It's making me tear up. Like, because I'm trying to comprehend, like, then it begs the question of these earthly issues of, like, worthiness, acceptance, equal footing. How do I tell an alien, yeah, I never did DMT or I never took shrooms or anything, like, can I still rock out.
I mean,
or a dimensional being, like, or a higher dimensional being, like.
So I mean, there's another theory that I would kind of subscribe to, whereas I feel like you hear the term old soul, you know what I'm saying? So to me, that saying is just like, if I were to say I'm an old soul, to me that means that my soul has been here before. I've lived life before, probably many, many times. And you get sent back until you kind of complete your earthly potential. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and it's not about time, because time is only a third dimensional thing. Your spirit is not of the third dimension per se.
Right.
So it's kind of not a linear thing. Your soul can come back now. It can come back 2,000 years ahead or 2,000 years behind us. It's not a linear thing in my mind. But like, I feel like your soul will get sent back to Earth, maybe Earth or whatever. It gets sent back to life until it learns its lesson and completes its conquest of whatever.
But why would I keep resetting?
Because, I mean, in the same way that like a human lifeline is kind of like linear in the way that like we're a baby, don't know shit, and then we kind of like learn to walk, we learn to crawl, learn to walk, learn to talk, learn all this shit. And once you die, you kind of know the most at any point you've known in your life. You know what I'm saying? You kind of just gain knowledge every year of your life. You grow. I feel like a spirit kind of does the same thing. It grows. So it's like the first time your spirit gets sent to live a life, it's going to be a baby. You know what I'm saying? So like it could come into fruition like a super ignorant human.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Very new soul that has a lot of lives to live.
Right.
So it's like an old soul. You would tell someone who's kind of wiser that they're an old soul.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of where that concept comes from. And I would kind of subscribe to it. I feel like, and you look at like, because I mean, I was raised really religiously, but like Jesus and Buddha, like the stories that kind of are passed down about them, like they didn't really die in the same way that like we die. You know what I'm saying? Like their bodies kind of just vanished. So in my mind, that's like your soul completing its earthly conquest. So like those are ascended souls. So they don't need to come back. They're gone. But I mean, this is all hypothetical situations, theories.
I'm loving this. It really gets the brain flowing. I like to have like, talks like this and shit like that. Get my brain juices going. So I'm not thinking about just regular dumb shit.
Yeah, and you've seen me on shrooms, bro. I mean,
bro, you niggas are weirdos, nigga. Shrooms be having y'all toe up.
But to me, like, this is like a shroom conversation. But like when I'm on shrooms, I feel like the way I'm able to articulate and really just like siphon off this information is just so erratic, and like I can't replicate it.
No, you can't, cause you would have.
And it wasn't always like that. Like shrooms used to trip me the fuck out, but I feel like it's just kind of working out that muscle, working out that bench. You know what I'm saying?
When are we gonna look at that video?
Bro, I think about that video every day of my life.
I wanna look at it, but I feel like, when is the right time?
I just want to see it for myself, for real.
It's interesting as fuck.
And what we're referring to is like a video that Dre took, being that Dre is Sober Boy over the past last summer. Yeah. Like a before and after shroom video. And I'm not sure who else did it, but I know I did it. And I know my parts.
Bro, very different.
I want to watch it. Really bad.
From the beginning to the end, very different people.
Oh, yeah.
Very different people.
Oh, yeah.
Was it scary? Sometimes. Was it inspiring? Sometimes. Yeah. Was it stressful? The whole time.
Every trip is different. Every person's going to handle it different. And even the same person's going to handle it differently time to time. You know what I'm saying? It's just, like he said, it's a download of information, and it's a lot about, I feel like your mindset at the moment and just like the way you go into it, your situation, who you're around, has a lot to do with how your trip turns out.
Niggas was wilding.
So like for me, that trip we were referring to was a great experience for me. I felt like I was in a good mind state. The situation we were in up in the mountains, it was quiet. We're amongst nature. The moon was full.
We was talking about
summer.
How powerful the wind was. I remember that moment, me and you.
I just stopped you from talking. I was like, bro, listen. And you're like, what? I'm like, bro, isn't that the loudest shit you ever heard in your life? And you're like, what? I'm like, bro, the wind.
That wind was.
Because it's like, because it's kind of just like background noise. Like your mind kind of cancels it out. But like if you really hone in on it, you're like, yo.
The earth is loud.
Dude, that bitch is bussing. And we're just like looking over like a valley and mountains, and it's just trees, thick forest. It's like June, so it's like green as all can be and full of life. And the moon was shining full as fuck. And that breeze was just coming through like a fucking haymaker through this fucking valley. It was just like the craziest thing to me at that moment. I was like, bro, that's so much energy. There's so much force in that. I was like, the wind has so much girth.
I'm surprised you fucking can remember saying that, but yeah, you was on the like girth. We was girthy back then.
Bro, it's so girthy.
Yeah. Like, bro, it makes me wonder though. Like when you tap into this, we keep calling it spiritual and shit like that. When you tap
there's
into
not a
this
lot of
energy,
words for it.
Yeah, like shrooms. When the trip, y'all was into this. Like the best way I can describe watching y'all shroom trips throughout my life is that y'all usually just get spiritual, emotional, and then like.
It is very emotional.
More, like I don't know, because like those seem like the two biggest, most prominent things: the spiritual and emotional.
And you see that overwhelming feeling.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. You see, watching someone trip while you're sober, you're like they're dealing with a lot of overwhelming feelings.
Yeah,
seeing, perceiving, feeling a lot of overwhelming emotions.
Trying to digest it.
It's a lot to digest.
Oh, I don't know if I was saying it or correct me if I'm wrong, but like I compared y'all to like not babies, but like the way y'all seeked out, like
it's very instinctual.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? You probably didn't witness us scroll through the timeline a whole lot or worry about all this other crazy shit. We're probably just like water, find a place to sit.
Yeah.
Let's look at this wall. Something just very fucking simple. Just a lot of simple shit. A lot of simple requests. And
right. Trying to, like, ways to stay grounded or ways to, like,
literally
recharge this energy. It was interesting. Like, it's weird to, like, think about it in that sense because it's like, where do you think these feelings come from? Or where do you think they're trying to lead you to? What is it trying to, I guess, teach you from the outside looking in? Because if you watched yourself from my perspective in that stream trip, it's like this person is like yearning for da-da-da-da-da. Like if you was like a therapist or if you was just like an outer being just.
Well, you said from the outside looking in, and that's kind of all we are. You know what I'm saying? Especially in this day and age, the modern day and age where I feel like we're so detached from like just nature and, you know, our reptilian brain per se. But it's like we're so detached from that. Whereas I feel like once upon a time we might have been like the pinnacle of society to like achieve that. Whereas today we're kind of just told to go achieve money and all these other things that I don't personally find to be real to the universe. Right. So it's kind of like, it's like, you know, it's like oh man, it's hard to explain. That's why everyone just has to do it once, so we don't have to tell you what it's like. But it's like you're trying to digest something that like you don't have the stomach for. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, compare it to food then, like a buffet.
No, it's literally just like.
Damn.
It's like a dog who lived his life in a cage. Never left the cage.
Right.
Does he know he's in a cage until he gets out of the cage? Because you think that's just life. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think that you don't know you're in a cage until you're out of it, until you're looking at that bitch. You're like, I was in that box my entire life. Mm-hmm. I didn't really know it because that's all I knew. But now I'm outside of it. I'm able to see from this perspective, outside the box, in a cliche saying. But yeah, you kind of got to get that perspective to kind of feel that. We're not really, I mean, in this day and age, in this society, we're not really born and bred to feel and perceive this. I feel like we're kind of pushed away from that because I feel like that brings power to the people, power to the individual, and that's not what is taught. That's not what the people at the top of the pyramid really want. Right. They don't want 7 billion actually woke, not fake woke. Yeah, not actually woke motherfuckers.
And I ask all these questions because, like, I'm a person that, like, I take appreciation in living vicariously through others and just trying to, like, pick their brain about their experiences so I don't have to do it if I don't feel like it's, for me, or if I feel like I can grasp more from digesting how you comprehend it and trying to mold it into words that make more sense to me, Like, because everything you're saying makes sense. Like, it all points back to curiosity, appreciation, and existing.
Very simple things that we overlook in our everyday life, but it's really just I feel like that's one of the greatest lessons that psychedelics have taught me. It's just appreciation and love for life, for people, for moments, for the energy that you're able to take in every day, whether it's good or bad, because to me that's the universal language is balance. Right. The universe speaks in balance. You know what I'm saying? Without one, there's not the other. Exactly. So it's like you got to appreciate the bad because that's how you know what good is, because it's different from that. Without bad, there is no good. Good is just normal.
Or subjective. Or it's no such thing as inherently good and inherently bad, because
everything will just be normal.
Everything is just everything.
So you got to appreciate everything. And to me, it's like bad times are followed by good times, and good times are followed by bad times, and it's kind of just ever swinging pendulum.
And time is just time. See, I feel like my views align with that. Like, I'm a big balance. I'm all of these things. I don't have to take shrooms to understand it.
But see, now here's the thing, and
in my life,
I'm not. I've been doing psychedelics for almost 10 years at this point, but I don't know if I would be able to sit here and talk and be in the least bit intelligent or wise without it. Whereas, like, I respect that you without it are able to have good conversations and listen and, be a good person and have good energy. Maybe it's because you're an old soul. You've been here before. You've done it before. You're just trying to remember the things that you learned in a past life. But if you were to do shrooms, I feel like you would really be elevated.
We gonna see, man.
I feel like once in your life.
My day coming.
Hey, man.
When I got that time. And that money.
Don't wait for the money.
But I don't want to be stressed out about nothing while I'm taking shrooms. I want to be chilling. And my don't give a fuck mannerisms probably get elevated if I'm high off shrooms, because I'm going to just not give a fuck at all anymore.
But you'll give a fuck more about what you give a fuck about. I feel like that's one thing that psychedelics does for me, at least, is that it kind of centers me in my life and lets me know what's really important.
That's true. Watching you on your shroom trip, you definitely had that. That was the biggest grasp that you had throughout the whole time. Was that you were just gripped down on, like, the
just
things that you
couple
valued
things.
The most. When you cried to that song, like, that's
Dreamland by Bob Marley and the Wailers.
You felt
that shit hits me, bro.
You was like, that's my dog, and then this song is just so proud. I was like,
yeah, that was right after Bunny Wailer died. Who sung that song? That's probably my favorite song ever created. That shit hits me.
What time is it? We should ask him to just pull it up and just start watching.
If we don't ask him, we might not ever see it.
Yeah.
It's on the fucking years worth of footage. And I don't mean like a year as in like, oh, we recorded things over the past year. I mean like over the past like 5 years, we have a year's worth of hours.
Yeah.
Archived.
Literally.
So
I got this
it's in there.
video. I got this video in my phone that I keep scrolling past because I know if I watch it, I'm gonna have my mind blown. But it's of Jaden reading that book from the cabin about the birthdays and shit.
That shit was mind-boggling.
Yeah.
That shit was really
It's
wild.
36 minutes in my phone just listening to this nigga read a
Listen,
book.
bro, how can you hear that and not believe in astrology? Cause like that was pretty
spot on.
That was pretty
I don't
profound.
believe in it out of fear. I don't want it to be too right. Because as a person that believes himself to be a free spirit and a free individual,
It's kind of like if I was able to tell you how you would die and when you would die, you would say no, I don't want to. I don't want to know that.
Yeah.
You kind of just want to go about your life the way you're gonna do it.
I want believe that I'm free.
You don't want the preconceived notion that like this is how you're gonna feel this year.
Yeah.
Or whatever it may be.
I don't want to be told how I'm supposed to feel.
I get it.
Yeah.
Even though you're seeking knowledge,
Right.
Like you said that.
But it's just I want to be free. I feel like
This man
does there become
goes silent for 40 minutes and drops a bomb on you.
I was just about to say, literally hasn't moved an inch for like 30 minutes and then finally said something. But does there become a point where knowledge becomes a prison?
Yes. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance is bliss.
And this is one thing that I feel like is a very personal belief of mine. And I haven't met a whole lot of people or told a lot of people who agree with it. But I feel like knowledge is the devil. And I just feel like everything that comes with it is devilish, love included.
Does this have anything to do with Adam and Eve?
No, it really doesn't. I just feel it. I mean, it does kind of stem from God in a biblical sense. Obviously, speaking on the devil, which is biblical, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, I mean, it's just kind of like bad, negative energy. And to me, you know, bad doesn't have a negative connotation to it. Like I just said, it's just kind of comes with the balance. It's yin and yang.
Mm-hmm.
I don't look at yin differently than I look at yang. They work together. So it's kind of like knowledge is that side of the spectrum, and that includes love. That includes you being a character and having your opinions and personality and beliefs that you hold to yourself different than me, and self-choice. It's all these things.
Right.
But and then on the other side of the spectrum, you know what I'm saying, is God's image, because like the Bible always says you're made in God's image. You know what I'm saying? You know, but it's a very tricky phrase. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, if we were made in God's image, we would serve our role on earth, and I feel like we would be like all these other animals on earth who I feel like are made in God's image and don't really go outside of that because they don't really have the knowledge and choice and like individual willpower to do that.
Right.
Like a cow on the on the pasture or whatever the fuck, just eating grass, shitting,
die,
making babies, just eat, sleep, live life, soak up the sun, die. You know what I'm saying? That cow doesn't care what other people think of him.
It doesn't care.
It doesn't think about other people differently. It
Yeah.
just kind of has its own instincts that it follows. It doesn't have that choice and free will and knowledge to like do the things that us as humans do, and that's kind of like the apple.
Yeah,
And
that's why I was saying that.
yeah,
Are we cursed with knowledge?
Well, I guess technically.
everything's
You ate the apple, and now you have free will, and you.
microphone.
Not bad.
You're good. I'm the mic Nazi.
No, you do your job right. It's a podcast, not a voice ASMR from a distance cast.
Yeah, you said, "Are we cursed with knowledge?" But like, yeah, if we ate the apple and now we're born in sin, same
Quote,
idea.
unquote.
You know what I mean? Yeah, probably. I mean, we have free will. We can do whatever we want, which means we can do evil if we would want to. You know,
I don't believe in sin,
or
I believe
whatever
in
you want to
intention.
do it. You know what the fuck?
but I think I think I'm picking up what you're putting out. You're saying like
Everything's a blessing and a curse.
Like, would you
Right.
really
So
do
we're not
anything harmful if you didn't? Like, cows don't hurt shit. I don't think.
Outside
I
of
guess
their
they-
own instincts.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, outside of their own instincts.
Right.
But being aware that you're aware of things, you kind of put yourself in a predicament where,
Yeah, and it's not that animals aren't aware, because you look at like videos of animals in zoos, monkeys or lions or whatever it may be. Like, animals are smart, dog. They're honestly way.
Fuck yeah, bro.
They're honestly,
Cats?
they're honestly
Oh, my.
way too smart for zoos, because they understand the concept of what they're in.
Yeah.
I watched a cat when I was tripping. Like, well, the dude's house I was tripping at, he had a cat, and they're just very majestic creatures, bro.
Bro, if you're tripping out and looking at like a dog or a cat, and you're able to really like read this motherfucker's mind, and like you can almost narrate in your head what that motherfucker is thinking.
They do almost have like, well, they like that whole 9 lives idea, or just the idea like they're people, like cats, like dogs. Dogs are a little bit more aloof, I feel like, than cats.
I feel like dogs are comparable to human men,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
cats are more comparable to women.
Exactly, feline and canine, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Balance.
Yeah, exactly. And cats are definitely like it's a kind of like a lion. A lion is a cat too, and you can see it like in a cat, like where it's like,
Yeah. If you're around like a
Ooh,
house
bro.
cat enough, and then
Yes.
watch a video of a lion or a tiger, you're like, this is
Yes.
just a big ass house
it
cat.
literally
Yeah.
is. It's
Yeah.
crazy, and they have like their own, like they take care of themselves basically. Like you don't really have. To
Cats are
take care
fucking
of a
so
cat,
much better
you know
than
what I mean?
dogs.
They just do everything on their own. They'll go outside and they're gonna come back, and
Cats are so much cooler than dogs.
dog's
I
gonna
can't
run
raise
away.
cats for shit.
Dogs are loud and obnoxious, and
but they are dependable.
Gangsters.
They're loyal.
Loyal,
I can't say a
protective.
cat's
It's-
not loyal. They show affection, but it's very weird and kind of like.
cat will
it's really
abandon you
comparable to men
quickly.
and women, because like us men comparable to dogs, we just want to eat, sleep, shit,
Protect
and fuck.
and fuck, yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? Have a good time. We just want to play. We want
And
to play
be-
fetch. Go
protect our
throw us a
bone.
ball. You know what I'm
Protect
saying?
our
Throw us a
or
bone.
whatever.
Stimulate my mind a little bit.
And cats are more like, you could tell like a house cat has more on its mind than like a fucking dog. You know what I'm saying? A dog, I just listed everything a dog is
Yeah.
thinking about, whereas a cat is like,
You really be wondering what the fuck are you?
cats are
thinking of
like
right now?
really great like
Like-
observers. You could
Yeah.
tell like they're observing things. They're not just like sitting in the corner. They're like really looking around, and they know what's in the room, and they know what you're doing. And
I forgot you had a kitten for a while.
Had to.
Two
Yeah.
at the
I-
same time?
No.
Oh, I was about to say.
One, I think.
fuck.
Did we get it? Oh no, yeah, we took it to a shelter. I think we took both of them to a shelter. We just didn't raise them well. Didn't give them the love that they needed. They were getting violent.
Yeah.
So
Probably
we
weren't
just-
ready for cats. What made y'all get a cat?
hey, man, people
like,
are,
what made you be like, yeah, let's get a cat?
Because
Obviously,
I
it
let
wasn't
Jess
your
do
decision.
whatever she wants to do.
facts.
So if she's with it, I'm with it. So
Hey,
I wouldn't see her. as a
honestly,
cat
it
person.
sucks for
Jess is.
It sucks for these
allergic to
dogs and cats.
so-
Damn, that sucks.
It sucks for these dogs and cats, but like I'd rather people learn their lesson owning a pet than having a baby of their own. But like
Yes.
but like raising anything, whether it be a dog or your actual child, like these are things that like are very dependable on how you raise them. You know what I'm saying? So like pit bulls aren't shitty.
You were shitty.
You're shitty.
Yeah.
And that's why your dog is shitty.
Same with fucking chow chows.
The fuck is a chow chow?
You don't know what a chow chow is? Bro, that's the dog that I want to get. My favorite dog breed right now. Chow chow is like a fucking dog bear. Like these little niggas, they're not little,
They're
but
big.
mid-size. Yeah, they're mid-size.
Long hair?
Kinda, yeah, fluffy. They're fluffy.
Okay.
Them expensive ass fucking.
I don't know if
Oh.
they're expensive, but
Dogs are expensive.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
dogs
And if
are
you the
expensive,
whatever
but
you're
chow
talking
chows-
about, that shit sounds dumb expensive.
bro, chow chows are
Sounds
like
at least a
they're
rat.
like me in dog form because they're like chill. They're not super loud. They're
You're talking about like the curly hair?
Show the dog, bro.
no chow chows aren't curly. I'm telling you, they dead ass look like
Oh, those Dorky ass dogs.
Dorky, get the fuck on.
Dorky ass looking dog.
That shit is goofy, looking like a
Bro.
damn stuffed animal.
Yeah, and then,
Yeah, bro.
and then that
Looking
motherfucker
ass.
grab your shit up.
I gotta
Grab my shit.
Bro, people say that Chow Chows are this like super standoffish, aggressive ass dog breed, and if you don't socialize them, he's gonna bite the fuck out of some
Oh,
shit.
fuck no.
And I'm
Fuck
like,
that little nigga.
they mid-sized,
Hell
bro.
no.
These niggas, they not like they
He don't look that big, for real, for real.
They don't look that big, no, but they're like this. I don't know how big this motherfucker is.
You said if you don't socialize with them, they get mad.
No, they don't get mad. They're super loyal and
If they're
like,
gonna bite you, that means they're mad.
No, I'm mad. It's just protective. Like, don't come around my homies. Like,
So
stay
if
away from
I
my
socialize with you, but I don't socialize with the dog is gonna get mad at me. Like I'm supposed to check in with the dog.
people. Not check in with the dog, but if he's not used to you, if he's not accustomed to you, he gonna bite your ass. He gonna take you as a threat often. Same with smaller dogs. Somebody said they saw a Chow Chow tear up a fucking smaller dog at a dog park.
damn.
Like, I like aggressive dogs. I like dogs with some power to them.
I mean, I feel that,
But I don't need no fucking pit bull. Them shits get too strong.
they are very. I mean,
I would
I've
want a pit bull.
been around
I
many of
love
them.
pit bulls,
If
but
I
they
were to
get
get a
too
dog.
strong, bro.
They do. They be swinging their fucking heads around, bro.
Bro.
That shit is crazy.
I fuck with them.
Dorian
Muscular
is
ass.
6'7", 250 back then, 240 back then. A fucking pit bull is pulling him, dragging him like he is the pit bull. Why are these dogs so strong?
He was getting dragged.
Bro, we could never control these niggas. We
When
were
did you have a
horrible
pit
dog
bull?
parents. Back in 2015, her baby.
I be
Book.
forgetting
Shout
shit,
out to
bro.
my little sister Book. That was her dog.
Yo, I'm trying to
Y'all
find
just-
this dog breed, and it's just like, whatever I'm looking for is like the nicest fucking dog.
Bro, why do I feel
Well,
like I know what the dog that you're trying
Me
to...
and Jess have been
I'm-
doing
I'm
a lot
gonna
of
look it
like.
up.
I know
dog
Zombie
research.
Juice has one. Let me just go to his Instagram. see if
Yeah,
I
that's
can.
smart.
What if this is...
But what made us start talking about dogs anyway? Oh,
Because we're dogs.
yeah, we're dogs.
Canine at heart, I'm a dog. Shout out Drizzy.
But just think about all the masculine, feminine dualities in nature and shit like that.
No,
No, okay. Never mind.
it's a bigger dog. I really would like to
A
find.
mastiff,
Maybe. I don't think so.
bro.
All right, I'm done looking because I can't even find Zombie Juice's fucking Instagram.
That nigga blocked you. Or they finally terminated his shit and told him you're the worst member in fucking Flatbush. Oh, speaking of worst member of Flatbush, I need to do some apologizing to some people real quick. I'm not gonna look into the camera. I have too much shame.
Yeah.
As it's known, I'm a real nigga. And as a real nigga, I'ma walk back some statements that I have made in a myriad of podcasts
Yeah.
thus far. And I want to say I apologize to Dreamville and the Earth Gang conglomerate because that new Earth Gang album is fire.
It's cool.
That shit is heat. That shit is good. And
It's really good.
I was humbled.
I mean,
All except one song. And that's solid for 53 minutes.
those two songs somewhere in the middle that sounded like Drake songs were fucking awful.
I wouldn't say awful.
Oh my god, it was awful. But I mean, like Billy, the second song was hard as fuck. Like, and then like
Bro.
the last like 4 or 5 songs were really good.
Power is me and Mike's favorite song on there so far.
I don't really know the tracks one by one yet.
Right.
I gave it a good run through. The last couple tracks, there was like a reggae track towards the end. I fucked with that.
Yeah, it was
was
pretty
tight.
good. Yeah, I just had to. I gotta say sorry. I was talking a lot of shit, being real disrespectful along the slander train, but
We ain't saying
That
anything
shit
too
was
out of
good.
pocket.
Nothing too out of pocket,
Too
but
out of
enough
touch
for
from
me
reality.
to be like, hold on now, because that shit was good enough that I had to really sit back and wonder, like, why the fuck? I know you ain't talking about this weak ass dog.
What?
That little bitch. That weak ass curly hair Scooby Doo.
Shut the fuck up.
Bro, this nigga ain't talking about this. He ain't never just made me do all of this thing, and I'm about to see some fire ass dog.
This ain't the motherfucker I was talking about. He got another dog, apparently.
Oh, okay. I was finna say.
This old poodle looking ass boy.
Yeah, I was about to say motherfucking poodle purse ass dog, man.
And he deleted a lot of shit off his Instagram.
I would too if I was him.
Wow.
It's just something about zombie juice that just.
Bro, he's got some heat, bro.
Yeah.
We're not gonna act like he just completely whacked.
Yeah, he can't be. They would have kicked him out the group if he was.
I mean, yeah, he do got some whack shit. But he also got some verses that are fucking mind-boggling.
Literally. I feel like sometimes he just do too much.
Yes, I would agree. Yeah, I can't find that dog, but fuck that dog. If I ever find out, I'll let y'all know. But yeah, those are the nicest, coolest dogs on the planet. Is there anything else we want to talk about?
No. I think I had a great time, a good conversation.
It was a good conversation. I'm pissed I lost my vape today.
You'll be okay.
It's really clutch for the pod.
You lost it at
For the aesthetic?
shooting site?
I did.
He did.
When
He
you were
was
up on
searching
the-
high and low.
No, that's
For that
not where I
shit.
lost it, shockingly.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't know where I lost it. So who am I to say?
What if it comes up? I
That's
thought I lost.
true,
I
right?
thought
Ain't
I
that
lost
crazy?
my AirPods. You,
You don't
might
know where
find
you
it
lost it.
somewhere.
Bro, and the craziest thing is that, like, I'm super good at not losing shit. Like, I really don't be losing shit. So, like, when I lost that vape, like, I was looking for it hard as fuck. Not even because I wanted it, for obviously. But, like, I was just so curious. Like, where the fuck is this motherfucker? Like, there's no way it's, like,
Yeah.
too far from where I'm at right now.
Right.
Where is this bitch?
That's the part that really, yeah, I feel you. I think I'm right there with you. Because when I had lost my AirPods for a week, I was sitting like, I don't go many different places.
Right.
So where in this place is my shit?
Yeah, that's how I felt. I really was looking up and down for them shits.
You was looking high and low.
I mean, I remember putting it in my pocket. So, like, I even left it on the side of the silo because I knew it was going to fall out of my pocket. I left that and my phone at the bottom of the silo before I hopped on the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
So, I remember getting down from that bitch, throwing the shit in my pocket, and that was the last I ever touched of it. Remember.
I was
Dealing with
thinking,
it.
I was like, it'll be funny if it's under these cars and we'll move and then it'll just be here.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know.
The world may not know, but that is their land. They might find it and be like, "Oh, y'all left something here."
I feel like I'm not even going to say it, but.
Fingers crossed.
No, I feel like it slid out of my pocket when I was on the go-kart, and then that 12-year-old girl hopped on it after me.
She got her a new
And then I
vape.
checked the go-kart after she got off, and I was like, oh, it's not here. But in my mind, it's like, what if that little bitch took it?
Man, then she got a new vape. You fucking up the youth.
I am. That's not what I intended to do. I intended to have it right now.
I intended to have it right now. Well,
I might come back with a hookah next week. Who knows?
look at you.
I would get a hookah for sure if fucking...
Them hot ass coals.
A hookah's so gas, bro. It's so fire. Especially if you...
Which is worse for you, hookah or nicotine?
Nicotine is hookah.
Is it? I thought
It's
that was
tobacco.
like flavored
It's
fruity
tobacco.
shit. Oh.
But yes, hookah is probably the worst. Cigars are probably worse than hookah. But, I mean, it's all bad. I mean,
Yeah. I think it's a good thing you lost your vape.
I'm
Kick
going
the
to get a
vape.
new one.
Don't do it.
The only thing it did was blow $40 out my pocket.
Only thing it did was blow $40 out my
Literally. And waste half a day without it.
Fuck.
I
want
smoke
to get one of
a
them-
significant less amount of cigs when I got my vape.
Mm.
And I'd rather be puffing on my vape here and there than...
Dude, smoking
Smoking.
American Spirit.
Yeah. I'm about to go smoke a cig right now.
Somebody.
Whereas
free
if I had
brother
my
out them
vape,
shackles.
I might not smoke another cig for the rest of the night.
Somebody come free my brother out them shackles, bro.
If I wanted to, I'd do it. But I open this and they ain't even take a sip.
Good sip. Good sip. To finish the pot out.
I can't wait to be drinking and smoking cigarettes for the rest of my life. It's gonna be fucking epic.
This guy.
I hate all this fucking negative talk about cigarettes and shit. I gotta double down on how lit this shit is. Just fucking ripping heaters on the golf course. Just like crack me another one.
They thought fucking the beer toss from when that nigga hit the hole in one. A bunch of motherfuckers throwing cigarettes on the field when you hit a hole in one.
Bro, I mean John Daly, like watching John Daly golf, and he's just fucking just ripping a heater and just looking at the green, just looking at the fairway, and just like sets it down on the green and pulls up with his fucking one wood, which is wild, and just fucking rips that bitch 350, and just looks at it go, like gets his fucking cig off the grass. And it's like, all right, let's go.
Bro, yeah.
It's like the way it's like that's the most gangster shit.
That's about to be epic. I'm excited.
Eddie Van Halen, since we're talking about epic cigarette smokers throughout history, Eddie Van Halen, one of the greatest guitar players of all time, died a year or two ago. But rest in peace.
Rip.
But what he would do during and there's a super popular video of him doing the guitar solo on Eruption. It's probably the craziest video of all time. If you have not seen it, you should go watch Eddie Van Halen Eruption live. Crazy. But he's smoking a cig. He's on stage. 10 to 20,000 people in the stands going dumb, bitches showing titties. Yeah. He's out there with his guitar, no drummer, no singer. He's just out there ripping, going hard, ripping a cig, and then he'll like put it in like the strings at the end of his guitar, and just start ripping, and then he's like, and just like put it back in the strings, and it's like that is so fucking gangster.
See,
something
bro.
about just the way he does it.
And then the Japanese make anime.
Oh, bro, the Japanese smoke hella cigs, bro.
Is cool
Bro.
as shit. Like,
Bro,
don't smoke
listen, bro.
cigs.
My first couple jobs in high school, right? My first job was TGI Fridays. I was a host at TGI Fridays. You know what I'm saying? And predominantly black crowd would be there. So I mean, the main thing I would hear is, "Yeah, can I get a booth? let me get a booth."
It's racist.
This is what it is. That's just what it was. Every single time.
That's how
Every single time.
Let me go in them booths. Put me in a booth.
Every single fucking time. I'm not being racist. It's not a stereotype. It's just facts.
It's facts.
And then my next job was I was a waiter at a sushi bar, and all these Japanese motherfuckers. It wasn't about the booth. It was like, sit me next to the door.
Far as cig.
Because they be there for an hour just ordering appetizers and ripping cigs. Like, I mean, most of the world smokes fucking a mad amount of nicotine.
Yeah.
The Middle East goes hard with their hookahs. Europe, Asia, they go hard with the cigs. America, we're just over here smoking fucking strawberry flavored fucking juice.
Yeah, literally. Electronic smoke.
But it was a good pod, despite having, one topic and it being a heavy topic. We made the most of it. You know what I'm saying? You asked me a lot of the questions that, I love to answer.
Hey,
You know
had
what I'm
to make it a good pod, man. Let's keep it stimulating, We are very knowledgeable people.
Oh, I mean, this is the greatest podcast on planet Earth.
And it's going to be like that for a long time.
Damn, lay off the gas.
I should.
You been ripping cigs?
Nah. That nigga smoke out of my passages, my nasal passages.
He not even coughing.
Weak ass, long ass boy.
Weak ass, lung ass boy.
Wow, I'm getting bullied by the toxic lung havers.
Nah, nigga, my lungs is strong, bro.
Bro, them
Kicking you niggas'
Asian bitches
caskets
be living
over.
to 120. Smoking cigs for 100 years. What you got to say about it?
I'm cursed by white people, so that's what I gotta say about it.
I don't know what that means, but it's Black History Month, so I'll let it slide.
Yeah.
Next week, I got smoke for your
My
bitch ass.
When Black History Month is up, bitch.
You know what's funny is that like we did only have one topic, but I wrote down 4 different things just so I would remember my angles on it. I wrote down white bitch as one of the bullet points because that white bitch on Twitter. I don't know if you saw it because you're not really on social media, but there was this fucking kooky ass white bitch who's just she should be the president of the white bitch club.
What happened?
She's like, "Dear President Vladimir Putin, if only I was your mother."
Oh,
this stupid bitch, you would have been loved and held.
Never seen that shit.
Oh my god, I didn't watch it all the way through. I was about to puke, but it's just like, bitch, the nerve.
The nerve. That's
like, he don't even pick up Biden's phone calls, and you out here fucking doing poetry on Twitter. Like, get the fuck out of here, bitch. Go back to Starbucks. The line's building up.
The line's building, bitch. Fuck out of here.
Anyway, it's been another episode of the Fool's Gold Podcast. I'm here with King Sage, Truepenny Jay. I'm Aquaman Lucas, and we are out.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Bow, bow, bow.